Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 97. Welcome. Okay, let's just get started, and I'll show you what I got done this week. For my first finished object, I did finish the attaching the applique portion of the Jade on my Jada in Stitches 2019 calendar blanket. So let me show you that. I think last week I showed you the applique, but I hadn't attached it yet. So now I'm counting these. This, of course, is not a finished object technically overall because it's something that's going to be happening throughout the year. And so I just call it a finished object every time I get her section that she releases when I get that section done. Okay? So here it is. Now here's my whole entire blanket. Starts down here at the bottom. So the first two sections of her crochet along was just getting this blanket done. And then the third part, which she released in March, was the sun applique. And so I've got it now attached. I had to go around it and stitch down each individual rays of my sun. But I'm liking the way it turned out. Making it bright and cheery. And so the next section, of course, I won't know what it is until she releases it, of course, but it will be released within the next week or two, I believe. So be looking for that. We see what the next applique is going to be. Okay. Let's see. So finish object number 2. Now this is a tutorial that I've been working on. It is another stitch tutorial that I'm doing for Danica over at Lady Love Design Boutique. That's her Facebook group. We're doing a stitch of the month, and she has asked me to do the tutorials for it. And this is the project that I completed for this month's stitch of the month. And in fact, the tutorial will be released on this coming Saturday, okay? But I finished my project with it, and so I want to show it as a finished object, okay? There it is. Now, I did block it out. It's a Tunisian crocheted piece, okay? And as you can see, it's still curling a little bit at the bottom. I just took it off the blockers to show you. But what I plan on doing with it is I'm going to put a felt backing, a felt backing on the back, and then turning it into a wall hanging. And so it should be hanging out right back there. And I thought that's going to be nice, big, spring flower to decorate the room with. So anyway, that is the tutorial that I did. I did. It's not a crochet along where I do line by line, but I teach on how to do the Tunisian crochet stitch using a graph Gann chart. Okay, so stay tuned for Saturday, and that's when this tutorial will be released. Okay, so that's finished object number 2. Okay, so the only other finished object I have, I can't show you, but I'm going to show you some pictures, okay? So Brenda of My Puggleful Life and I met up yesterday. We do happen to live we live in the same city. I'm on kind of one end and she's on the other. But we've been talking back and forth, but yesterday was actually the first time that we were able to actually meet in person. So we kind of found a restaurant that was kind of halfway between my house and her house, and we met up there and had lunch and had a great time. Like I said, it was the first time that we had met face to face, but it felt like we were just old friends, that we had known each other for a long time. We discovered that we have quite a few things in common, and we just had a wonderful time visiting with each other, and I hope to definitely be able to get together with her again more often on a more regular basis, because I had such a fun time, and we definitely want to actually get together and crochet together. I think that will be awesome. So in preparation of meeting her, I found a pattern that I really wanted to make. when I saw it, I thought of her, and so I decided to go ahead and put it together, and I made it. And it was a crocheted amigurumi, a stuffed animal, and I crocheted her a pug dog, since she does have 2 pugs, and of course her channel name is My Puggleful Life. So when I saw it, I just couldn't resist. I just had to make it for her, and so I whipped it up. I think I started like on Friday, or no, I had to get one of the yarn colors, so I bought that on Friday. So on Saturday, I believe is when I started it, and then I finished it and gave it to her yesterday, which was Wednesday. So I spent the weekend working on that, and it was a very enjoyable time though. I enjoyed the pattern. I got the pattern from a tutorial here on YouTube, free tutorials, and she goes with you step by step on how to make it. He does have quite a few parts, but you just follow step by step and do exactly how the designer is telling you how to do it, and you don't have any problem with it. It came together pretty easy. So I will post some pictures, or put up some pictures here, because I did take a couple of pictures of a couple of different angles of it, and so I will post pictures of it here. So I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I think it's super cute. I enjoyed working on it. Like I said, the tutorial is by a lady with a channel name of Helen May Crochet, and she does have some tutorials on some other dog breeds, or other breeds of dog that she does amigurumi for. I think she's got a Cocker Spaniel that's super cute, and I think there's a Boston Terrier, and there's a Bulldog that I thought was really cute, and a Chihuahua, and a Scottish Terrier that I really think's cute too. So anyway, go check her YouTube channel out, because like I said, she's got some really awesome projects on there. Okay, and I also want to post a picture that we got somebody at the restaurant to take a picture of us together, and so I'm going to show this picture of Brenda and I at our lunch yesterday. Now Brenda, she brought me a gift that I was very excited to get. Very sweet of her, thinking of me and doing this for me. She posted a couple of days ago, she had actually did a video on her channel showing where she had dyed some yarn and the results that she got from it, and I will link that in the description box below. She also did a video where she shows the pug, and so I'll put that link in the description box below as well. So anyway, Brenda gifted me that yarn that she made, and so I want to show it to you. There's 2 skeins of it. She put the ball bands in there too. It's called Willow Yarns Daily, and it is 100% superwash worsted weight superwash wool. Yes, and like I said, she did 2 skeins, and they are both each 100 grams each. And so this is the first one that she did. A very neat effect. She said that she dyed these using the little pellets that you can get, or tablets that you can get when you dye Easter eggs. That's where she got it. And so this is the first one one of the ones that she did, and I really like this. The effect to me is like a stone wash. Very pretty. I really like that. Okay, so this is the one that she did, and then she did another one in a little bit different way. Like I said, I will link in the description box below the video where she talks about how she did these, okay? But here's the second one, and this one is using the same colors, but in a different way, and they turned out more gradient, I guess you'd say, and more vibrant. So I wanted to show you those, and like I said, I can't wait to make some awesome projects with these. I'll have to think about something really special to make with them. Okay, so going on, so that's, like I said, that's my finished objects. Okay, so for my works in progress, I'm still working on the white baby blanket, the one that's going to have the pink roses down in the corner. And I'm really trying to get this finished because I was wanting to get it finished this month to go ahead and give it to the lady that was wanting me to make it, because this is going to be for her daughter that's having a baby. And so I'm really getting a little bit nervous about it because I haven't finished it yet. So I spent quite a bit of time on it, well, yesterday, today, trying to get it finished up. And so I'll show you how much I've done. So last week I think I showed you that I had done the body part of it, the main body part, and so I got that. And then on this design, it has got a double ruffle, and so I've attached and I've got the first ruffle complete. That's a back side, but it looks the same. Anyway, I've got the first ruffle complete right there, and then I have since went ahead and attached. I finished that off, and then you attach it on the second row right here of the mesh, and I am just barely getting started where the second ruffle is going to start, okay? And I will post a picture here of the first blanket that I did, so that way you can see what the finished product will look like. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. And now I did go down one hook size with this project. I think the last one I used an H hook. This one I used a G hook because the first one turned out, it turned out great, but it was a little bit bigger than I was wanting it to be. And so since this is like getting into the beginning of summer, well, almost kind of summer season, the baby will be born in May, and in May down here in Texas, and well, actually the baby, I want to say they live in Mississippi, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's one of the southern states. Anyway, it's going to be warm weather, so I didn't want the blanket to be quite as big as the other one, so I went down hook size, and so I'm using a G, like I said, and so I've got this second border ruffle to do, and then that will be finished. And then of course I've got to make the roses. I think there's 3 roses that you put down in the corner with a few leaves that will be kind of tucked in underneath them, and so I want to do that. And like I had mentioned before, I was really wanting to make a little pair of baby booties with the same pink rose, either baby booties or baby sandals, I'm not sure yet. And then even maybe a headband. I did find a really cute free pattern that's got for a baby headband that's got a little rose on it that I thought was really cute. I thought I could use the same rose pattern as the one I'm using, so then it'd match. So I've got a few other things I need to go ahead and get on to, so that way this will be finished and I can get it to the recipient, well, to the recipient's mother, so she can get it to her. Okay, so that's works in progress, and I'm hoping really to get a lot of that done this upcoming week. Okay, it just makes me feel so good to be able to check off things on my to-do list. Okay, so the next works in progress is the Wizard of Oz project. This is the favorite musical make-along that Amber of Ooh Ah Crochet is hosting. And she extended the date from April the 1st to April the 30th. And so today is April the 11th, so it's kind of getting down to the wire again. I mean, I've got, what is that, 2 weeks? So, I don't know. I was hoping I would be done. I really hope I'm going to be done. I really hope. If not, I mean, I'm going to finish it anyway. But I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so I started the Glinda square. Now this is the last panel, it's not square, panel, it's rectangular, of characters. And then I'm hoping the rest of it will go a lot quicker as far as what I have designed for the rest of it. We'll see, because it's kind of like a work in progress. I do the squares and I kind of lay them together and I think, oh, it needs it needs to be bigger, and so I add something else to it, and then now it's like too wide. It's not too wide, but it's more wide than tall, and so that's why I'm adding some stuff at the bottom to kind of get it either squared off or at least a little better as far as the shape, you know, the proportions, I don't know. Anyway, let me show you. Okay, so this is the Glinda square. Of course, I do have threads or yarn strands that are hanging from it still, but I'll put all that to the back so you can kind of see her. Yeah, there she is. Now these white, they're not really supposed to be polka dots. I think these little accents are supposed to represent kind of sparkles, you know, to make her gown look sparkly and pretty, you know. And so what I used in this white, I doubt that you can see it on here, but it is a white yarn that's got a sparkle in it. I want to say it might be Red Heart Soft, maybe sparkle. I don't know. I don't remember. It doesn't have a ball band, of course. But anyway, so that's what these little, you know, I guess it's going to end up looking like a few polka dots. I don't know. But it's supposed to be sparkles. So as you see, I'm working on the top with her crown, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, she's coming along pretty quickly. I got all of this done in just a few days, and then I took a few days off where I was working on the pug and doing some other things. And so actually all of this that I did, the amount that I did work on, I did get a lot of it done. And so I'm definitely hoping I will get this done this next week and get on the rest of the panels. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking that this next week. So yes, that's all. Okay, that's all my works in progress. So let's now talk about upcoming. So I'm hoping that this next week, or I'm thinking that the main things I'm going to be working on is the white blanket and the Wizard of Oz panels. But I also have my Crafty Goals, the item that where I'm supposed to be making 3 preemie hats per month to donate for the hospital NICU in October. And so I haven't done any yet, and this is April the 11th. So I'm hoping, well, I'm going to say this, that I'm going to have one done next week to show you. At least one, because I have 3 that I need to make. So I want to at least make one. And the one I'm thinking about right now, if you remember, the last one I did was a Monsters Inc. inspired My Cat, okay, with the one eye, you know. Okay, so the same designer, I believe, let me see. I think it is Olivia Kent. I want to say the designer is. Yes, which is hopefulhoney.com. Okay, so she is the one that designed that cute little Mike inspired hat. Okay, she does have a Sully inspired hat as well, and I did pick up, they're back there, but I did buy a skein of turquoise yarn, which is the Red Heart, and I'm thinking that's going to be the perfect color for Sully, you know, and then I've got some purple right here for his spots. So I think I've got everything I need, and so I think that's probably the one I'm going to work on this next week. So I want to get that done. I would love to be able to get this blanket, the second ruffle on the white blanket done, and the work on the flowers, and then get the Glinda panel done, and the yellow brick road part at the bottom. I really just need to get on it. Okay, so, oh, and then last week I told you that I was going to start the fox that Petra of the Sosa family gave me the pattern parts for that to test out, and so I need to get that started as well. I'm sorry, Petra, I was going to get it started this week, but then the pug, it just, it just asked me to make him, so I just had to. So I am going to try to get a little bit of that in as well. Also, now the frog that I did back there, he's up back there next to my porg right there. That was designed, the name of the designer is Pixie. Well, she's Pixie Marie on Instagram. I should have this. I know I have it. She has an Etsy store. Yes, and her Etsy shop is called Pixie Marie Creates. Well, she contacted me, and because I did that frog for her as a pattern test, and so she contacted me yesterday asking me to pattern test her next pattern, which is it's a little pillow slash amigurumi, but it's more like a pillow. And so I told her yes, I would love to test it, but I asked her if it was okay if I didn't get to it for a couple of weeks because of the wanting to do the fox first for Petra, and she said no problem, no hurry, just whenever I can get it done. So that's awesome. I love testing patterns out for people. It's fun, and another opportunity of meeting new people. So it's awesome. Okay, so that will be upcoming though. It's really cute. She showed me a picture of it. I won't say what it is. I'll let it be a secret until I show it to you because it's so cute. Okay, so let's see. And then, like I said, this Saturday, just in a couple of days, today is Thursday, I will be releasing the tutorial for the Tunisian stitch, following a Grafgan. Okay, it's ready to go, but I'm ready for the release date will be this Saturday, the 13th of April. Okay, so that is upcoming. Okay, I've got this, well, I'll go ahead and tell you about it. I've got this idea bouncing around in my head. I really want to, because I did the Flash My Stash video that I showed you, and I had said in there the main reason I did it is because I was wanting to kind of show myself how much yarn I had, because that way toward the end of the year I can see again and see how much, if I made a dent in any of it, because I'm beginning to feel a little bit, no, most people say, oh, you can never have too much yarn. Well, I believe that. Well, I feel that way, yes. But then when I look around and see how much yarn I've accumulated just here recently, I'm thinking, I really need to do something with it. I'm just dying really to get my hands into it and use, start a new project. And so this idea that's been bouncing around in my head is I really want to try to start some sort of project or ongoing projects, I guess, that's kind of like stash busting, not necessarily, because I do have a few scrap projects that are still working on from time to time that I work on. So it's not that. That is, yes, I'm doing that. But also, I have like full skeins. I'll have like one skein of this color, or I'll have just 2 skeins of it. And I really want to explore even more, finding things that I can use those skeins in projects, like 1 skein projects, 2 skein projects. So you can help me out by, if you've got some great ones that you've used and made, please comment below and give me some links of patterns, so then I can kind of make a list and take notes of ones to look at, and then maybe we can do some crochet along or something in the future, where we just pick out 2 skeins out of our stash and make this or whatever. I think it'd be kind of a fun crochet along type idea. You let me know what you think about it. And I'm definitely open to suggestions as far as if you've got some really great 1 and 2 skein projects also. And projects to use the cakes. I've got those real pretty cakes back there. You can't see it, the chair's in the way. I'm gonna move the chair. Let's see. yeah, see those cakes on the second shelf there? I really want to get into them and just do something, but I've got these other projects I need to get not out of the way. I'm enjoying all the project I'm working on. I really am, but you know, it comes to a point where you're really wanting to, you're like 3/4 of the way finished on something, and you're just wanting to finish it because you're just you're itching to start something new. So I'm really wanting to finish these up so we can go on and start something new. Anyway, that's the idea that's been bouncing around in my head here lately. Okay, so that's upcoming a lot as usual. But I did come up with an idea I want to do, and I'm going to include this at the end of each of my videos, this new little segment, and I was thinking, what can I call it? Something cute. And I was thinking, okay, well, I will call it Super 7. Okay, so my Super 7 is going to be, I'm going to do a shout out, and I'm going to pick 7 people that I subscribe to, and I'm going to share their channels with you and ask you to check them out. And I just want to give them a shout out because, like I said, it's always fun meeting new people, and some of these I have shouted out before in the past, I'm sure, but since I'm getting new subscribers, so thank you so much for the new subscribers. It's always good. I'm sure there's new people that maybe not know about some of these channels, and so I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to do 7 shout outs on each video and just kind of go through my subscription list that I've got on my channel and share them with you. Okay, so my Super 7 for the week. Number 1, in no particular order, okay? So number 1 is Gypsy of Gypsy Rose. That's the name of her channel. Hi, Gypsy. Please go check her out. She's really close to 1,000 subscribers, and like I said, she crochets. She got some really cute projects that she's designed a couple of projects, and she's got some cute little kids. She's got this cute little girl named Pixie. Oh, she's so cute. And so please go check out Gypsy's channel and subscribe if you haven't. Okay, number 2 is Christy of T-Doddles. Oh my goodness, Christy. She's such a great lady. I mean, I've just recently started watching her, and I backed up and was binge watching her episodes. She is a very busy lady. She is kind of, she does a variety of different things. And so she has these different segments in her videos where she crochets, and she'll show those projects. She makes bags, so she sews, and she's got lots of fabrics. She'll show you the fabric purchases that she makes. She makes some great bags. She has an Etsy shop. Also, she makes stitch markers. She's just into all different types of crafts. So please go and check Christy's channel out and subscribe if you haven't. Okay, number 3 is Elizabeth of A Crafty Crocheter. Okay, so Elizabeth is a great crocheter. I believe she does knit as well, but she mainly crochets. Yeah, I think she even loom knits some too. You know, multi-crafty person like a lot of us. Anyway, she does a lot of charity crocheting and knitting, loom knitting. Lots of shawls and lap gowns that she donates, and so she's got some really nice projects, and please go and check her out and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to her. Okay, number 4 is Brenda of My Puggiful Life. And like I said, Brenda, we just met up and had lunch together yesterday, and I had such a wonderful time. She's such a sweet lady, and I am so glad that I can count her as one of my friends. So please go check Brenda out. She's got some great little cuddler projects that she makes, and she's doing that for charity, and she shows each one and when she makes them, and then she's working on other projects as well, and she's got a couple of cute little pug dogs that you really want to check out. So please go over and subscribe to her channel. Okay, number 5 is Tracy of Creatively Tracy. She's a relatively new crocheter. I don't think she's been crocheting for very long, within the past year, I think. But anyway, she is really got some great projects she's working on, and I really enjoy her channel. So please go over and check her out and subscribe to her channel. Number 6 is Bonnie of My Bonnie Crochet. Okay, so Bonnie is sweet lady. She lives, I believe, up in Michigan, I think, somewhere up that way, northern states. And she's got the cutest little daughter that comes on, and she loves to show everybody on the video, one of her toys. She seems to really like dinosaurs. And so anyway, and Bonnie has some really great projects that she does, and she's got such a cute, fun personality. So please go check her out and subscribe. And number 7 of this week's Super 7 is Dolly of Moonfire Crafted. And she is another person that does a lot of different types of projects and a lot of different types of crafts. And she just recently, I believe, is going to start a crochet along. And so, and it's going to be an amigurumi. And so she had a video where she was introducing a little bit about the amigurumi that she's going to be releasing the pattern for. And so please go check her out and subscribe to her channel as well. So that's my Super 7 for this week. I hope I mentioned some channels that you don't know about and somebody new that you can go watch as well. So please check all these ladies' channels out, please. Okay, so that's it for the week. Thank you so much for my subscribers. Thank you for my new subscribers. My subscriptions are going up there, getting closer to 4,000. At 4,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing another giveaway. And so it's, like I said, my numbers are still going up. I think I'm over 3750, I think 3760, something like that. So that's just wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody that has subscribed to me and wants to follow along and watch all the projects that I do. I'm really grateful, and I'm just it just makes me feel good that people are interested in to see what I'm doing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and check out my videos. And I have been making a few tutorials here and there and other extra videos. And of course I do make my weekly videos where I show you what I've done for the week. So thanks everybody, and appreciate you watching. Have a great weekend. We're having some great weather, so that's good. And I'm hoping you're having great weather where you're at, and have some great family time this weekend. And that's all. So we'll talk to you later, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.